Welcome, Planeswalkers, to the Meditation Realm. I'm Caleb, your guide through the Beyond Eternities. And in today's video, we're checking out one of the Lord of the Rings Christmas specials, the art easels. We're checking out the Aragorn and Helm's Deep. We're going to check out the new art from these cards, the sweet new cards, and then open up our set boosters, see if we get anything lucky. I ordered this off of Amazon, so hopefully we got no tampering issues. But other than that, let's go ahead and get cracking. These cards are definitely have some beautiful art, especially with the full scene. Some of the cards are kind of mediocre in value at the moment, surprisingly. I think the only expensive card is the one from this set, and this one here. Legolas is something. I'm blanking on the full name of it. But here's the full scene in all of its glory. Definitely a lot better to be able to appreciate like this. It's kind of disappointing with the back easel portion because these little flaps that hold the art cards in kind of cover up the art a little bit. So you miss a little bit of what's actually going on. Just to give you kind of an example of from one of a prior video, here's the Morgul one, and you can see where the art flaps are just kind of like in the center here, messing up the image, and at the bottom, it kind of obstructs a little bit of the art, where if you just get the full back, you get the full back. Which is, how I think they should have done it. But, hey, it gives you multiple options to be able to do it. We're going to go ahead and skip through. I'm not going to put the arts into the easel. And we're just going to go ahead and open up our cards. Check out the new cards. I'm hoping to see if we can get ourselves a sweet art mythic. I'd love to get me a special art version of another one ring. It's always good to have that card for Commander. It does so much work. So much work. Alright. Pack number one. We got our art cards. Alright, we're going to set these to the side. And let's get cracking, Planeswalkers. Peek through the art cards real quick, and then we're going to take a look at the actual cards themselves. Alright. We got good old Aragorn here with his sword. Legolas is up here defending him. It's like the best card in the whole Lord of the Rings Christmas special bundle thingy that they're doing. I think every other card's value has been well under $10, and I think it's the only one that's north of 20. I was kind of hoping that more of these would have held more value, being that they were part of a special release, but again, sometimes that value train drops hard. All these game pieces, I gotta be cheap and inexpensive. Alright, we've got Anduril, Narsil Reforged. It's an equipment for 2 mana with Ascend. Whenever a equipped creature attacks, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. If you have the City's Blessing, put 2 1/1 counters on each creature you control instead. Alright, so a card that's easy to buff your team pretty quickly, especially if you're a Tokens Matters decks. And 1/1 counters on your team gets huge. Or double 1/1 counters, definitely a strong card for Commander. We have Aragorn himself, Hornburg Hero, Naya creature for 4/4 human soldier. Attacking creatures you control have first strike and renown. Whenever a creature with renown deals combat damage to a player, if it isn't renowned, put a 1/1 counter on it and it becomes renowned. Whenever a renowned creature you control deals combat damage to a player, double the number of 1/1 counters on it. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Doesn't seem like... I'm not a big fan of renown. It's not a very... because it's something that triggers once, and then your creature becomes renowned, so you're not getting... I don't know. At least your creature will get the counter, and then you can double it, so... potentially. Naya 1/1 counter theme commander. Tell me in the comments if you guys would build this guy. I'm 50-50 on him. And we got Legolas's Quick Reflexes. Green instant with split second, which means you are not responded unless you got a trick like Morph. Untap target creature. Until end of turn, it gains hexproof reach, and whenever this creature becomes tapped, it deals damage equal to its power to up to 1 target creature. So this is a great way to take advantage of some of those guys that can untap themselves in multiple ways. The horseshoe crab combos, or some other guys that are like that trigger off untapping when casting spells. Opponents aren't going to be able to respond. The guy is going to untap with the split second. Is going to get the ability, and then you can, tap before they have it, with priority. Definitely a strong card. The fact that it gives protection, basically, and your opponents can't respond, makes it almost a hard green counter spell to, most target removal. So, very strong card. I see this seeing a lot of play in, Legacy and Commander. 100%. We got Gimli's Reckless Might, a 3 and a green enchantment. Creatures you control have haste and formidable. Whenever you attack, if your creatures you control have total power 8 or greater, target attacking creature you control fights up to one target creature you don't control. Okay, good way for aggressive red decks to be able to deal with other creatures. We have Isengard Unleashed. Damage can't be prevented this turn. If a sword you control will deal damage this turn to an opponent or permanent opponent controls, it deals triple that damage instead. So definitely a way to add a ton of damage. It's a lot of mana for 5 mana to start off with, and it does have flashback for 7. But triple damage, that could definitely blow out a game if you got stuff on board already. And Rohirrim Chargers, a human knight for 2 a red and a white. It's a 4/4. You may cast it as you may exert Rohirrim Chargers as it attacks. Whenever you exert a creature, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal an equipment card. Put that card into the battlefield attached to that creature. Then put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay, so he's definitely strong for those Equipment Matters decks. You can attack, exert him, get an equipment attached to him. Pretty strong. And all before blocks. Heck yeah. Sweet cards. Let's check out the set booster, see if we can get some other sweet cards to add to this. I don't know if I'll build any of the new commanders. I mean, if any, Galadriel seems like she might be a fun one. But, I don't know about the other ones from this holiday release. Definitely some strong cards to play in the 99 of the few decks. I don't know about building any of the new commanders here. Hey, we got ourselves Nazgul. There's some value. Good old value uncommon. And then we got Gandalf the Grey for our rare. And we got a foil rare, Press of the Enemy. And another rare. Hey, we got a triple rare pack to start off with here. We got a Tali, Primal Storm. Guy's not worth much anymore. He's been printed in just about every red commander deck that gets out there, almost. But definitely a strong card for commander, which is why we keep seeing it reprinted. Red being able to play stuff for free is about as good as card advantage as it's going to get. Alright, on to the next few cards here. Get through our commons and uncommons. Alright, we have looks like it's going to be a 1 rare pack here with a Smeagol, the Helpful Guide, foil common, and then a token. Alright, pack number 2, 3 here. Just finished pack number 2. See if we can get ourselves a mythic. Maybe. Gotta believe in the heart of the cards, folks, as they say for that other game. That is the game. Ceradoc, Master of Buckland, Minas Tirith, and a foil common. Alright. No mythics, but hey, Minas Tirith is a very strong white card. I think it's a land that goes in every white deck that's aggressive. Drawing cards is good. Thank you for joining me, Planeswalkers. Always glad to have you here. Like, share, and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you here in the next video.